Welcome to The Explainer. So, what does it really take to build something that lasts? Not just for a few years, but for decades. Today, we're diving into a powerful framework for that exact journey, inspired by some incredible insights from Apostle Joshua Selman. Let's dive right into it.
This quote just nails it. The vision part, that's almost the easy part. It's the continuing and the finishing that's a whole different beast. So how do you actually navigate that long, winding road from a simple idea to a real, lasting impact?
Well, the framework we're exploring today breaks down any long-term project, whether it's a business, a ministry, or even a personal mission, into 4 very distinct seasons. Each one has its own purpose, its own challenges, and it requires a totally different mindset. Let's break them down.
Okay, so here's the entire map at a glance. You can see how it moves from just getting noticed to building real systems, then to securing the future, and finally, preparing for what comes after you. As we walk through these, I want you to think about your own journey. Which one of these seasons are you in right now?
So Season 1 is all about getting on the map. It's the visibility phase. You have to prove to your generation that you're for real. And look, people have every right to be skeptical at first. This is the grind, laying the groundwork, proving your value, your vision, your character. And get this, it's a marathon. It can often take a decade or even more.
All right, so once you've earned that acceptance, you hit this major turning point. Suddenly, your passion and your talent, they're not enough anymore. Season 2 is all about building the structure, the systems, the leadership, the administration, all the stuff you need to handle growth so the vision doesn't just collapse under its own weight.
In Season 3, the focus shifts, and it shifts dramatically. It's not about you anymore. It's not about proving your own success. It's about immortalizing the impact. This is where you build the institutions, you write the books, you create programs that are going to carry your core beliefs forward long after you've moved on.
And that brings us to the ultimate goal. Honestly, it's a stage very few people reach with real intention. This is where you successfully built something that is so much bigger than yourself. Your assignment is complete, not because you quit, but because you've actually prepared the vision and the people to thrive without you.
So we have the map. But just having a map isn't enough to keep you from getting lost, right? You need the right mindset. And surprisingly, one of the biggest obstacles you're going to face is found in your rearview mirror.
Let me ask you a question. Just think about this for a second. When you consider what could derail your future, what could stop your momentum dead in its tracks, which is more dangerous, your biggest wins or your most painful losses?
Now, the fascinating answer here is that both of them, they can be equally toxic. Your past victories can make you complacent and careless. You stop doing the very things that made you successful. And on the flip side, of course, past failures can create so much fear and discouragement that they kill the passion you need to even try again.
And this just brilliantly captures the mindset you need. It's the mindset of a true champion, right? This relentless focus on moving forward, refusing to be defined or held back by what happened yesterday, whether it was good or bad. The absolute key is to just keep pressing on.
Okay, so let's see how this mindset actually translates into the concrete actions you need to take for that critical 3rd season, building a real, lasting legacy.
Yeah, building a legacy isn't some abstract idea. It's about taking tangible, practical steps. You build systems that can run without you. You create programs and write books to pass on what you've learned. You stay deeply connected to that original why that got you started. And maybe, most importantly, you pour your life into people through mentorship.
But you got to remember, this mentorship thing, it's a two-way street. Replication, passing the torch, that can only happen when a mentor is willing to pour out everything they know and a mentee is humble enough to actually receive it. If one of those is missing, the legacy just stops. It hits a dead end.
So after this whole journey, after navigating all 4 seasons, fighting for the right mindset, and taking all this action, how do you actually know if you've succeeded? What's the final scorecard look like?
This, right here, is the ultimate metric. It completely reframes how we think about success. It shifts everything away from personal achievements or awards. Real success isn't about what you accomplish. It's about what you build that keeps on going, keeps on growing, and keeps adding value long after you are gone. And that leaves us with one final, powerful thought to reflect on. Beyond your career, beyond your personal goals, what are you building that is truly designed to outlast you? What's the legacy that's going to keep providing value for the next generation?